What's up? Winter Circle. Happy Monday evening or Monday afternoon, depending on what time of day it is, huh? We have finished. Hang on one sec. Hey, there it is. We finished the toughest day of the week. It's all downhill from here, as they say, right? As you can see, already got a little head start on it today. Just wanted to kind of get loose. Been a couple days since I played the old Fort Easy. So just in here getting loose and getting ready to go. Make sure there are no interruptions. Although it's a Monday all business, I am in gym shorts. This is how I work from home most of the time. So it's still borderline business professional. Or business casual, rather. Business casual. Howdy. What's going on, Mr. B. Shingle and Mr. Aiden Gansert? Welcome, welcome. Got a nice topic lined up for us today. It's going to be a solid one that, honestly, I changed up my schedule a bit to incorporate. So I was like, you know what? This is such a good one. I'm not going to wait on this guy. I'm not going to wait. Let me see here. I'm going to drop this here. Just kind of getting loose on the builds and the edits. That down. I'm actually going to, for today's topic, which is perceived value, I'm going to do something that I haven't really done yet, and I think it's just going to help the overall flow of it, because this is a little bit of a complex topic, and I had something written out ahead of time that just kind of wanted to read off to get things going here. So hope everybody's having a good week or good start to the week. I know a lot of folks were not working today, but unfortunately I was among the opposite of that. I was working today, but anyways, okay. So perceived value. There are two sides of perceived value, internal and external. I think the most important part of perceived value is realizing that it's simply an illusion, an opinion, and a perception. Both sides, both internal and external. We have perceived value of ourselves, what we feel that we have to offer and contribute to the world. But 99 times out of 100, our perceived value of ourselves is inaccurate, either in a good way or a bad way. For example, famous people likely have a perspective that tells them they offer and contribute a great deal to society, make a huge difference, etc., when in fact that very well may not be the case. That's not to say that anybody in Hollywood or any very famous actors don't offer anything to the world. That's certainly not the case. A lot of them very much so do. I would argue that some, however, don't offer that much outside of just entertainment, and they probably wouldn't tell you that's the case if they were in front of you talking to you. Now, again, that's not to put anybody down, and nearly all of them do offer something, whether it's even just, finances to the people that they care about, entertainment for folks, which again is a very important aspect of society, as society has shown us, especially since COVID, when it became even more so a part of our lives. But let's see. They provide entertainment and happiness, maybe even inspiration, which is certainly valuable, but they don't physically do anything at all. There are exceptions to that, so maybe I should have worded that different. They often, there we go, they often don't physically do anything at all. And what I mean by that is build buildings, prepare food, do much of any of that actual labor side of things. On the other hand, your run-of-the-mill civilian may have a low perceived value of themselves and think that what am I really doing for the world? The truth is that your actual value is often extremely correlated to your own perceived value of yourself. The more confidence and belief you have in yourself, the better you do at everything. People can sense it, They can hear it, they can feel it. As for others' perception of your value, again, it's their opinion based on who they are and what they determine based on what they know, or I guess know of you. Nobody is intrinsically more valuable than anyone else. It's all about what you choose to do with what you've been given. So that's kind of an intro to perceived value, and I'll dive more into that as the session goes on. But enough talk. Let's put some work in. All right. Well, go high. Just gonna do a bit until I'm lagging. I think I need to clear out some of this island because it most certainly over time has been lagging more and more. But anyways. Boom, we'll knock that down. This time I do that. And we're back to our normal creative island. Okay, that does it for the warm-up. I just kind of wanted to get in and get a little loose. What's up, dude? Mr. Tipsy Taco. Welcome back. In case you missed it, perceived value is the topic for today. And if you missed my little monologue there, I'll have to just send you either a snippet of it, or you can catch it on the YouTube page. But kind of dove in a little bit as an intro, I suppose, to what perceived value is. I think that, of course, Monday is an all-business stream. I think that especially in the business world, because it maybe has the word value in it, it applies more than maybe the other two days of the week that I've been streaming. It applies a bit more to the all-business stream, because value very, very heavily correlates to your income and you in the professional sense. But I think that perceived value comes into play in our everyday lives, like a lot of these businessy type concepts do. But I'm going to talk specifically a bunch today on how perceived value affects the business world and how you can use it to your advantage in the business world. The number one way that it can be used in the business world is for your pay. Now, that's certainly different. Your pay, it differs a lot, again, because perceived value is a perception. I strongly encourage everyone to never allow your pay and whatever level you're at right now, as of today, to tell you what you're worth. I wrestled with this a lot, especially in the beginning of my career, because when you're out of college and you're ready to, take the world by storm, and you come out and you're, working for scraps, at least for me, where I was at with my perception of myself, my self-confidence, I was like, oh, I'm worth so much more than this. This is bullshit. I can't believe that, all my time and effort and energy is being wasted at an entry-level position for an entry-level pay. And like I said, I wrestled with it a bit, but we'll pick that back up here in a sec, and I'll go into a little more depth. But let's at least try to start off on a halfway decent note and not get cheek clapped right off launch. No chest there, lovely. No chest in there. Great, we're 0 for 2. Oh, excuse me, 0 for 2. Good start. It's wild what a couple days off the sticks on Fortnite can do in a negative sense. What's going on over here? Oh, I can't do that door. Just block that shot. Reload. Alright. we got out of that. A little hectic. Really like to find some shield, but, you know, wishful thinking. Go down in this area. Try to, yeah, maybe find my first chest of this game. Wraps, of course, lovely. Right. I'll catch up on chat in 1 sec, because I know I have a... Aim is not quite there yet. Alright, cool. At least this will make me feel a little bit better about getting involved in fights. No, I want that, I want that. Uh-oh. Distracted. This will make me feel a lot better. As of my last session, I have decided to be a bit more open-minded to the DMR. It's certainly not my favorite gun, but I definitely was hitting some kills. Shield. I was hitting some shots that I was certain that I would not be hitting with the red eye that I was so fond of for a while. Didn't I hit him for 50 white and then like 80 white? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. That helps. Let's go ahead and break that. Alright, I need to get rid of that because I kept switching. One left expecting an SMG or a light ammo gun, and it was not. Goes up just why not? I know that there were some right over here. I'll grab this instead, but cool. 4 kills, yeah. That's a little generous. I'd say maybe 4 1/2 kills for a total of 2. But hey, we don't complain about an easy early start, that's for sure, especially game 1. I gotta go. Alright. I drag vehicles and solos because it always gives your position away, but I can make an exception. It seems like a little far. Stop here and try to get some brick. Nice. That's a good shot. Oh, what? I don't want apples. I want a shotgun. Round up there on the builds, down here and get this. We should be sitting pretty on most everything. I can get this one too. I'm actually gonna hide behind this for a second. Check this out. Yeah, I guess because I'm carrying a DMR that applies. Okay. Interesting subject. Nice, right on. Okay, so self-perceived. So in the beginning monologue, I talked about how there are two sides of perceived value. There is internal and external. So obviously internal is how you perceive yourself, and external perceived value is obviously how others perceive you. But there's a very close relationship between the two, because how you perceive yourself is how you portray yourself, if you will, and that will affect how others then perceive you. If you have a higher perceived value, then you will have a higher, and if you have a higher internal perceived value, you will almost automatically have a higher external perceived value. Now that the only exception to that is people who are cocky and think very highly of themselves. Often your internal perceived value won't really affect cocky people's perceived value of you, because they don't really care. They don't care about you. They are, far too consumed with themselves. But that's a pretty small percent of the population. So overall, as you increase your internal perceived value, you will increase your external perceived value. Now, like I was saying before, it's easy to get caught up in external perceived value and let it affect your internal perceived value. But I think because it's easy to get caught up in that, that's why it's all the more important to recognize that and to work on it and to shield yourself and your internal perceived value from other people's external perceived value. The more you're able to separate those two things, the more you will, be able to progress in how you see yourself, and you'll be able to focus more on work, working towards just getting better. Forget the value part of it. We just want to be the best that we can. But if you're constantly thinking about, I'm doing this so that people think more highly of me, you're not doing it for the right reasons. And if that's as deep as it goes, then it's going to be really easy to get burnt out and lose your steam, if you will. So the more you can shield yourself from other people's opinions of you and how people are towards you, the more you're going to be able to just focus on the work and focus on getting better and focus on being positive about yourself, which will help you. I mean, it's all connected, right? So the more you focus, the better you're going to be in your work. So any sort of practice, let's say a sport, the more you're able to not focus on working at whatever sport it is for the recognition or so other people see you better, or even so you see yourself better, the more you focus on just putting the work in, you're going to get better. And all the other things I just mentioned are externalities or things that just happen automatically because you're putting the work in. Conversely, if you focus solely on I've got to practice and I've got to get better so that people think more highly of me, or so that so-and-so will recognize me or whatever, you're going to be focusing on the recognition and the attention that people are paying to you. And if it doesn't happen for whatever reason, if maybe you're trying to impress somebody who's cocky and who doesn't really care about you, it's not really going to change, at least not in the short term. It can in the long term, but if you devote all of your time and effort and energy towards whatever arena solely so that you impress a certain person and they're cocky, and it doesn't work, you're going to get discouraged. You're going to be like, oh, why am I doing this anyway? It's not working. What I'm trying to accomplish, which is a silly thing to try to accomplish. What I'm trying to accomplish isn't getting accomplished. I'm not really making any progress anyways. Am I even getting better? Yes. if you're putting work in, the answer is automatically going to be yes. It may not be a whole lot, but still a certain amount. Oh, I think this is going to be the first real player of the match. And because the zone's far, I'm just going to pad out of here. So I pissed him off. I'll probably pay for that later. But whatever. If he doesn't have the heals that he needs, then he's going to be down a little bit. So I'm just going to post up right here. Seems like a good spot. Not going to get too high because I know that because I'm in a good position, I'm likely going to get focused. And if I get shot out, I am not trying to take a bunch of fall damage. Alright, so more on perceived value here in a second. It's top 10, so I'm going to focus up. So that will change. I guess not. Do my little sneak trick. Get a lay of the land here. It's not a fresh build over there, but it's definitely a damaged one. Ooh. What's up, dude? No, he's gonna return fire, so I'm just gonna shell that. I messed that up. Oh boy. Close that back up and get back in my shell here if I can get over this. Okay. Hunker down for a second. I think he's above me, but that's okay because he might think that I'm in this one above me. Oh, I'm all the way at the bottom. I guess I only went up 2. Oh shoot. If I don't know why it didn't. Man, my shotgun like flipped before I shot it. I don't know what it is that about my account or whatever that does that sometimes. I haven't had that problem with the heavy shotgun yet. And maybe I'm just making it up in my head, but I went to pull the trigger on that heavy shotgun, and it did not pull the trigger when I thought it did. But hey, it's all right. First build fight in like 5 days, or 4 days since Friday. So we're all right. We'll get there. We got time. So yeah. Anyways, focusing on just putting the work in, especially towards the beginning of practicing and getting better at whatever it is important because it's so easy to fall into the trap of getting frustrated and focusing too much on results and focusing too much on outward perspectives, and then you just shoot yourself in the foot. So many people like to start things and they get started with something and they don't stick with it, and most of the time it's because they are focusing on the wrong thing and they are getting frustrated far too early. Everybody sucks at stuff when they first start. So, I saw a quote a while back that I really liked. It's essentially, be brave enough to suck at something for a while. Because if you're brave enough to suck at something for a while, you get better, and then you get more confident, and then you get better, and then you get more confident, and then you get better, and then you get more confident, and then you get some results, and then you start to, again, improve your own perceived value, and it's like a ball. Once you get it rolling, all the associated things are affected in a good way. But conversely, if you allow yourself to fall into some of these traps and get negatively affected early, then all of the things are affected at once, and the ball will almost inevitably stop. So yeah, I think that this first and foremost goes back to, I wouldn't hold that thought. Yeah, absolutely. I think this relates to people wanting certain things for a sort of status quo. Absolutely. If you put your own perceived value in the hands of society, you're done for, man. Like, especially in today's society where social media has us all insecure because we're force-fed content from people who are better than us at everything that we are trying to do, whether it's financial or in a certain skill or in a sport. It's like, hey, regardless of what you think of yourself, check this out. Here's a person who is a professional and is really good at, you know, XYZ. How do you feel about yourself now? So it's such an easy trap to fall in, or into, and that's why I think it's so important to talk about this sort of thing, and that's why I'm just going to burn these, honestly. That I'm going to have access to others, based on how many people are landing here. Okay, this. Take my time with it. There are a hell of people late drop. Yeah, I hate this gun, man. The more I've used it, the more I have been real about how frustrating it is, and it's such a pain in the butt. See ya. Okay, I'm getting rid of that gun, taking this one. Ooh, hello. Although I should probably take this blue thunder that's over here. Oh boy, we got a real player on our hands. Oh, how'd that not hit? No! Hit reload. Hesitant to build too much too early. Come on, peek. Nice! Oh man, he made a huge mistake by not healing. He could have easily had me. Okay, burn those mats, get these heals going. Get this augment going. 5 kills. Man. I'm telling you, these lobbies have been burning so fast lately. 52 people. I'm in the zone already, which is good news. I'm not even going to reload that gun, honestly, because I will probably be replacing it shortly. Yeah. Yeah, I would much rather save the ammo for this. Okay, so what a start, eh? I shouldn't have reloaded that because I know that there is a green one over here somewhere. Yeah. Minis. And these kids hooked me up. Make sure I didn't miss anything over here. Arrows. We'll take that for now. Switch my builds over to wood. Oh, hello. We got ourselves another homie here. Is that my bounty? Sorry, buddy. I think this loadout right here has been my new favorite. I don't like only having one set of heals in solos, but having the long range of a bow, the mid range of the burst, which is not great at long range, but I do think it is really solid at mid range. I think this is kind of my preferred if I'm being aggressive. The smarter thing, of course, to do is either or bow or assault rifle, but screw it. I'll be aggressive. Okay, hide in here for a second. Yep. But anyway, so to backtrack a little bit, I was talking about society and how heavily it affects our perceived value. I'd say more internally than externally, but definitely a little bit of both. What I mean by that is a lot of time when we're on social media, it's when we're alone, and that's when we're kind of the most vulnerable, if you will, to you know, what people think and how we're looking at ourselves. At least for me, I can say that when I'm by myself is when I'm the most introspective and in my head, if you will, and I think that often makes us really vulnerable. So when we're alone and we're at our most vulnerable, we're looking at people who are likely a lot better than us at whatever we're working at, and it can easily affect you. So first off, I would definitely caution, you know, everybody watching to be aware of that at least. I mean, I think that you can learn stuff from people that you watch. Yeah, it was. There's a person out there. Oh, well, that blows my cover. Heard somebody swinging in builds. Yep. See ya. That takes care of that. I was very close to hitting that headshot. Close doesn't count, I suppose, eh? Alright, I'm gonna hide in here again. I have 8 kills. How do I have 8 kills right now? Got plenty of ammo, so I'm gonna go with the Bloodhound perk because I'm carrying a bow. Let's get that four up here. Let's see. I'm gonna go with the stink bow. I talked about this on one of my first streams. I think the later the game gets, the less effective the flame bow is, because so many of these sweat lords are building with metal towards the end of the game, and the flame bow doesn't really do anything for you. Put a little bit more of this brick. Jump, okay. And I'm just gonna find a place to post up. Post up right in here, even though it's not the greatest hiding spot. I think that relates to people wanting certain things for a sort of... Okay, I already read that, sorry, yeah. But yeah, I think that we are all more self... I was like, he's coming right at me. And I am not in a great spot. So I hope he doesn't know I'm here. Alright, I'm gonna get in here to the Citadel area after I get some brick. I think we're very, very, very self-comparing, and it is a trap. It's an easy trap to fall into. I think the more that I worked on it and just was aware that it's a trap, the less attention I paid to it, and again, it affects a lot of different things. So the less I paid attention to how many likes am I getting on XYZ and just focused on more of doing things for myself and to get better, the less I cared, the better I got. And then again, it rolls itself down the hill in a good way. So it's definitely tough to do, but encourage everybody to just work at it. That's how a lot of these topics that I cover will be, is I think being aware and just putting a little bit of effort towards working on these certain topics can have a really big effect. That one. I don't have to worry about the augments anymore. So I'm gonna camp out here for a second. But yeah, so both internally and externally, I think kind of the state of the world and social media especially affects perceived value. On the external side, I think that we as a society have raised the bar because of what we see on social media, where a perfect example that comes to mind for me at least, that I have fallen into a lot over the last handful of years is with women. And like, you know, your perception of men and women is it has shown us so many gorgeous human beings. At least my bar has been raised almost subconsciously, and that's bad. I mean, when you're paying attention simply to who's around you and the people you know and whatnot, I mean, a gorgeous person seems a lot more common than if you're paying attention to all of society and you're comparing somebody in your circle to a model, which there are tons of models. So even that pool right there, you know, if you're looking at a ton of models, you can start judging a maybe slightly less attractive model to the most attractive models, and then you turn around and look at your local circle and you're like, you know, they're okay, but XYZ, and that it affects us. I really want to shoot that guy, but I know that it's a mistake, because even if I hit a headshot, I'm only going to hit for 160-ish, and he probably has full health. Need to get up more into Citadel. So yeah, that's an example of how society and social media specifically has affected our external perceived value. Where people just judge harder, I think, you know? People are flooded with, again, all these gorgeous people, so they set their bar at, oh yeah, you know, there are all these gorgeous people out there. One of those, you know, would definitely find me attractive, and I could woo a boy or girl of that caliber. Again, this is simply talking looks. So I don't mean to say that caliber is determined upon looks. It's just, and especially on social media, the one that we see right in front of us. We don't know that person at all. We're just looking at their looks. So, anyways, being conscious of that and self-aware of, hey, this is what's happening around me. I need to make sure that I'm not getting too caught up in all this nonsense. I think that definitely helps you approach social media in a healthier way, and it can save you from getting caught up in some of that head trash, really, because that's all it is head trash. People we're still as great as we would be without social media. It's just the exposure that has warped people's How did I switch all the way over to? You gonna try to hit me with the hammer, huh? Doing this again? Take that, homeboy. Really glad that shot hit, because I did not want to die from a hammer at this point in the game. It's going to be a little frustrating. Especially after I went to switch to my pistol and it double switched over to my AR, but that was likely my fault. I probably just accidentally double tapped it. Oh, nice. This is super helpful. Dang, I couldn't get one there. Where's the other dude? I thought I saw another. Maybe he stepped out of range or something. Alright, I'm gonna focus up. We'll keep talking about perceived value. carefully. I'm not here. I'm not here, buddy. Don't come over here. Oh, shoot. These stupid doors. Hey, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I'm not here. Pay no attention to the purple chick on the lower floor. I'm gonna have to just break out of here and build myself down. Oh boy, sounds like turbo building to me. Alright, well, it's now or never. Gotta make sure that I don't get stuck in here. See ya. This guy's gonna pile on me. At least make sure I reload. Here. Oh shoot, did he build that? How did he build that down here from all the way up there? Oh no, he's got big giga height on me. And we are not in zone. Which is sort of good news for me. That was foolish. Maybe I can get in here and get some kills. Nope, sure can. Kind of build out a couple of levels there. Yep. Alright, well, top 3. Let's do this. Is that above me? It is. Oh man, I was hoping for white heals in there. Go ahead and break this out and replace it. Okay. I want to make sure that there aren't any produce things in here. Should probably noob tunnel. Oh, how did I not hit that? Oh, how did I not hit that? Oh shoot. That is not good. Oh, come on. I was hoping I could get some break out of that. Try to sneak around this side, try to get in this more center of the zone here. Pretty sure both of those guys are up there. Which means I'm on low ground, which is not good, but... Close. Should be able to mantle up here. Nope. Nice. Get out of here. As soon as he goes to reload, I need to drop down. Shoot, this is gonna be tough. I have 11 kills. Let's go. Ooh, good hit. right. For all the marbles. Oh no! Wow, good play, honestly. I'm gonna die here. And then I get hit by a 4. Even better. RD's right here, which is nice. If I can get him to screw up. Oh no. At least I got this one. But it's only 10 at a time. Man, good play, honestly. Well done. That's a tough one. I probably should have boxed in down there, and then he would not have had the ability to launch me out of there. But shoot! 11 kills, 2nd place. Telling you what, it's a curse right now. I have not been able to win a game on stream. Honestly, this season, I probably only got 1 solo victory. I think part of that is just my level of play has been increasing. You know, not to toot my own horn. I'm not saying that I'm great, as I've made very, very clear many times. Not great, but if my level of play is increasing, the level of people I'm playing against is increasing, and it makes especially the last 5 people very difficult, but I'm happy with how I played that. Could have certainly been better, but that was close. That was close. Alright, so I'm going to wrap up one quick thing on perceived value before I get distracted again. It was especially looks and social media and whatnot. Again, I think it's just important to be aware that that's happening, whether you know it or not. Society's perceived value of society is the standards are increasing, so it's important to not get down on yourself if you feel you're not meeting society's standards, because society's standards are bullshit. I think going back to, I believe it was our Wednesday topic from last week, which was self-awareness. It's really important to be confident in yourself and be self-aware and focus on what you're good at and what makes you unique, because as I said in my beginning monologue, no person is more valuable than another simply based on their looks or a perceived value. Everybody's unique in some way, shape, or form, and everybody has something unique to offer society. So be confident and you know, be true to yourself on that, I guess. And no matter what, you can always find solace. And who cares if you're not an NBA player? There are things that you're better at that maybe some of the NBA players, you know, are worse than you at. So you're awesome, whether you like it or know it or not. Winner's circle, bunch of winners. You bunch of winners, you. Anyways, I missed a chat here from Mr. Beeshings. What made you want to move this topic up? So I think that I've got a pretty good list of topics that I've been kind of cycling through, and I've been trying to prioritize. For whatever reason, I was looking at my list today, and this was a couple down from what I was going to talk about today. And I was like, you know what? I think this is a far more important topic. And maybe, you know, it was a bit, not to use a preacher term, but it was on my heart, if you will, of just wanting to talk about this topic sooner than later. Because, again, I do think that we are, whether we know it or not, this is happening, both internally and externally. Is perceived value is affecting all of our day-to-days, and I think it's an important one that's not that complex, unless you really want to take it that far. It's not that complex, so you can kind of, you know, get the basics of it and get exposed to it and get that awareness about you really quickly. It just is something that takes a lot of practice and a lot of constant effort, kind of like discipline, if you will, where it's easy to get on the wagon, but it's really easy to get off the wagon too. So once you kind of get started with it, it's really important to stick with it and work on it on a daily, weekly basis. And it's something like fitness, where your journey is never complete. If you stop working out and stop eating well for a couple months, you're going to lose gains, or you're going to gain weight. It's a very, very fleeting thing to have this, you know, awareness about you and to be monitoring it. So, you know, easy to gain, difficult to sustain. Ooh, I like that. Easy to gain, difficult to sustain. I'm gonna have to use that. I'm probably not the first person that's ever said that, but I don't know that I've ever heard that before, so hey. Right. Want to drop a little less hot because my heart rate is pounding right now from that end game. I was really excited that, you know, I maybe was going to get my first stream dub. I think I'm at about 30 solo dubs in my career. I think 7 of which were kind of nonsense, like towards the beginning, when you know, your lobbies are a lot easier. I definitely know that for sure I have gotten a solo dub this season, because I have a clip of it. And some of these clips that I have that were before streaming, I definitely am planning on releasing, maybe on like a, you know, like a Throwback Thursday type of thing, here soon. I think there's a guy in, oh, I think there's a guy in the bush, but he's over here. Oh, jeez. I think there are gas cans in here. I am so bad with the rocket launcher. So bad. That's embarrassing. It's a gun that everybody else seems to use to obliterate me at all times, but I just don't have the aim. The case even in Halo, which is the game that I used to play a lot more when I was younger. That was like the game that got me really hooked on competitive gaming. Halo 2, and then of course Halo 3, almost automatically. I'm getting rid of this rocket launcher because all I ever do is get myself into trouble with it. And if I kill one of these guys, I should get these. Yep. So now I'm full shield and have a keg to spare. Easy to gain, hard to sustain. Somebody write that down. Just kidding. It'll be in the stream replay and I'll find it later. But yeah, so I wanted to drop a little less hot to chill for a second. Man, oh man, that stuff get intense. It's like now this mountain that I've built up for myself, of course, where I'm like, I haven't gotten a win on stream yet. This might be the one, and then I just end up making myself more nervous than necessary. Funny how that happens, right? Am I in zone? I am in zone. I'm easily in zone. Let's go. Yeah, definitely something, again, this is your own perceived value, because that's all that you really have control over. But through controlling your own, you can affect others' perceived value of you. I just think it's really important to be working at that constantly. I don't care if you've worked on it before, you know, continue to work on it consistently over time. I'm tattooing that on myself. Hell yeah, I love it. Breach, I'm better at finding funny memes. I'm decent at that too, but you're probably better than I am. I can fit it in any doorway. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see here. So before I get too distracted, I definitely wanted to make sure I covered this in more of a business setting, because again, it is Monday. This is all business today. I just heard a boat, but I am clearly losing my mind. So how you can utilize, or I guess first and foremost, how perceived value can affect the business world is, again, like I alluded to at the beginning, wages. we're almost told how much we're worth, unfortunately, in today's society, based on our pay. So if you are making, I don't know what intro wage these days is. When I graduated college, I think the median intro wage was like $38,000 a year. If you're making $38,000 a year, there's nothing wrong with that. Or even less than that, there's nothing wrong with that. But what's important to know is that that amount is directly correlated to your perceived value. In the long term, it's more related to your skills and your experience, which you only have so much control over. So there's a certain amount of that that's unavoidable, that early on you likely will normally make less than, especially folks older than you in the career world. But even right out of the gate, a certain amount of that is related to your perceived value, your confidence level, how you see yourself, how you, portray yourself to others. And that part you can have a pretty vast impact on, just from, again, kind of working at it. I hopefully will have time, I think I will, to go through maybe some examples outside of, again, just like I mentioned earlier, just being self-aware and... Ooh, hello. Because I'm using Mars, I might as well go with the gold one. But yeah, you can affect a lot of your career value and how much you're paid simply by becoming more confident, working on your social skills, working on, working on whatever it is that your employer is telling you to work on, and you can ask those sort of things of your employer, like, hey, what can I improve on? What's important to you right now in my role, and what should I be working on to further me in my career here, or my career in general? A lot of employers will tell you, like, hey, I realize this might not be the first and last place you ever work, but if you have a good employer and a good manager specifically, a lot of them care about you, and they want to help mold you for your next role and just help you be successful. So if you're asking those sorts of things, hey, what can I do to get better? What can I do to get better as a person, better in my role here, better in my career world? Hopefully you have a manager who is willing and able, because not all of them are able to help you. Some of them might be still figuring some of that stuff out for themselves, but the only way you can find out if you have one or not is by asking them and finding out what they say. But if you ask them and try to get some feedback on, hey, what should I be working on? What can I improve on? A lot of them will have book recommendations, podcast recommendations, just general advice that they can offer you that can most certainly help you in the short term. And as your value increases, you can ask for raises. I have made a pretty good habit of this. As I feel like either I improve in my career setting, or I feel like I improve as a person, or maybe a little bit of both, I'll say, hey, based on, Mr., Mrs., manager, employer, whatever, obviously there's a right and a wrong way to go about it, and for me at least nowadays, it's once a year, usually, with an asterisk next to it, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer, depending on what happens, but roughly once a year, I'll set a meeting and say, hey, based on my progress over the last rough year, in these areas, you can be specific, whether it's you've mastered a new expertise in your career, or maybe you had a breakthrough on your personal level where you're more confident now, or you were struggling with a certain life circumstance, now you've conquered it and it's made you more reliable, or maybe hey, I read this book and I learned XYZ and it's really helped me in my day-to-day here. I would like a hopefully reasonable amount of raise because I'm now more valuable to the company. It's always got to be a true value add. If you're adding value to the company, they should be willing to add value to your paycheck. So as you are, hopefully consistently, like I said before, working on this stuff and improving, you know, I would recommend that for your own good, be communicating that sort of stuff with your manager, with your employer, and hopefully over time you can slowly but surely get paid more for it. But I think that people either forget that, or they are interviewing for a new job and let their potential new employer kind of tell them, hey, this is how much you're worth. It's all negotiation, people. So when someone says, hey, we're interviewing for this position, here's how much we are expecting to pay, that's how much they're expecting to pay. And if you can show them that you are an above average candidate, you can often ask for more money. So be aware of that. Obviously, again, like I said a second ago, there's a right and wrong way to go about it. It should never be a demand, but it's all a conversation. So your initial pay as well as your ongoing pay is all a conversation. If you ask for something and they say no, well, you can then evaluate, am I getting paid what I'm truly worth? Do I care about this job a lot? I have turned down more money for job satisfaction. There's a big time balance that needs to be had there. I could go sell new cars or insurance and investments or a very high pressure industry of sales. I could go do that right now and probably make another 30 grand. But I don't want to do that because I'm satisfied with the money I'm making and where I'm at, and I like the company I work for. I think they treat me pretty well. So I wouldn't say I'm not open to other opportunities, but for the most part, I'm not actively looking. Oh wow, this is a mistake. It's a bummer that nobody has done this, because now everyone knows where I'm at. I'm honestly just going to bail on that because I'm happy with my loadout. Now I'm going to go hide. I hope that everyone forgets where I was. But anyways, there's a balance to be had there, but it's all a conversation. I mean, if they tell you no, and maybe you're like, okay, well, I'm satisfied with the amount I'm making, and I don't really want to go look for another job, maybe just sit on it for a little bit. Keep working on yourself, work on your expertise in your field, and maybe revisit it in a couple of months. And you can respectfully say, hey, I know that we had this conversation somewhat recently, but I've actively been working on myself once again, and I'm now at this level and would like to, again, request, maybe it's the same, maybe it's less, maybe it's more. But it needs to be a conversation, and I think, luckily for me, my work mentor has always told me that that's almost an expectation of his, where he wants his people to be getting better, and he expects, as they get better, for them to ask for more money. So it's never an easy conversation, but it's at least been one that I've been blessed to have, had pretty good luck with. But if it wasn't, and I had a manager who didn't see the value in self-improvement and wasn't willing to compensate me for increased value, I would be probably already gone. So, if you're not satisfied with how a conversation goes, find something else. If you can't, then keep working on yourself, try again. So I think that's kind of how that plays into why did maybe I did that, but my reticle was right on him and went above him right when I shot. Top 5 again, man. Not that the top 5 has been easy, but it's rare that every game on a stream I've got into top 5. I think it was maybe top 7 in the first game, something like that. Not sitting great on mats, which I don't enjoy right now. But I've got this hammer that can hopefully bail me out if I need it to. This guy's about to get up on top of me. Wait for it. Oh wow. It just ripped me. Scary. Getting out of here. Actually, I'm going to get out of here like this. Homie's got aimbot. What the heck? I'm just going to kind of try to survive here. I don't really think there's a whole lot I can do with mediocre loadout, terrible mats, terrible heals, terrible health. I don't want to play two defensive. I think there might be heals in here. Oh boy. Think you're clever, do you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you are. 10 kills. Nice. Good stuff. Alright, we are past 7 o'clock. I'm going to transition over to Rocket League. Before I do that, I'll kind of have a couple of closing... Not closing, but additional things on that. In general, a couple of things that I think you can do to... not only that I think you can do, things that I did to work on your internal perceived value is, like I kind of mentioned a minute ago, you know, books, podcasts, things that help improve yourself. Honestly, it's called self-development. There's a whole genre of literature and books and resources and whatnot, all specifically devoted to and based around self-improvement. It's just how to get better and how to improve yourself. I would say that a lot of what I'm doing right now with the stream is in that genre. Obviously, it's a little niche because I'm also getting crapped on in Fortnite and trying my very best in Rocket League in the background, but a lot of what has put me where I am today and have made me who I am today is early work that I did in my early 20s. Honestly, I think I started when I was about 19, but I dove heavily into the self-development genre and books, you know, lectures or talks from motivational speakers. Say what you want about them. That's where I learned a lot of stuff. You can do a lot of that stuff that will have, as I would like to self-proclaim, can have a lot of really positive effects on, you know, who you are, where you end up in life, how you see yourself, all that good stuff. I am forever grateful that I was exposed to self-development content when I was, again, probably 19, because otherwise I'd be a completely different person. And as always, I'm not trying to say that I'm a baller or that I'm some, you know, guru and expert in this type of field, but all I can say is that I live a pretty decent life because of a lot of the stuff that I learned early on, and I feel like I'm a fairly confident person, again, because of a lot of that stuff that I learned early on. So, books, podcasts, all that stuff, work on your self-awareness, just kind of taking inventory of what am I good at, what am I not good at, working on the things that you are not good at and good at almost equally, but a lot of people will say that you should focus on your strengths and simply be aware of your weaknesses. But it's great practice to have, and it can really, really catapult you. And so many people in society, and especially the career world, don't work on this stuff. When you do, as with any competitive environment, you will set yourself ahead of the competition automatically. All right. Too many people are scared to stand up for themselves. You have to know your value, work for it, and work your ass off. Be self-aware at the same time. Exactly. Could not agree more. Tipsy Taco. Preach it. Preach it. All right, cool. I'm going to switch over to Rocket League and use the restroom. I will be gone 60 seconds, so don't go anywhere. Alright, hopefully, yeah, we're back in action. Cool, sorry about that. I accidentally hit Halo Infinite and I was like, no, 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 no. Maybe at some point, but not yet. Took a second longer than I was hoping. Sweet. I will just do a little bit of this. Make sure I'm not coming in cold turkey. In case you missed Friday's stream, had some great games of Rocket League. So some of the highlight clips are of course up on the socials if you want to check those out. But I've been feeling pretty solid on the famous last words. Pretty solid on the sticks in Rocket League here recently, so it's getting fun. Nice. Alright, I'm going to cut it there, the training at least. So one last thing. Oh, what was it? I was just... Oh, so one last thing on perceived value is being conscious of your own perceived value of others. I think what I really wanted to kind of mention on that is not judging people too hard, because I think it's easy to get a 15-second read on somebody and come up with, okay, they're this type of person. But I think you kind of have to wait a little bit, read between the lines a little, and make your decision gradually or down the road, because otherwise you can really mess up. You can, somebody could have a bad day and you judge them based on said bad day, and you think, oh, they're a jerk, or they're arrogant, or they don't care about me. Oh, that was a really good pass. I wish there would have been somebody there for that. I was trying to not run into him. Oh, now we're cut out. I queued one game of casual, and I will likely go to competitive immediately after this. I just wanted to, again, be a little loose. My rank is getting pretty decent. Man, this delay on the double flip right here. So I jump and then I waited until the last second. Oh man, I got him so hard on that. I've been getting really, really good at incorporating that, and people are so caught off guard. I love to see it. I even do it on my kickoffs, like right there. That's one thing that I think. I don't have a very fancy kickoff. There are certainly more, in the competitive world, more effective strategies that people use. But I think that mine, because it's different and because it's not just like what YouTube says is the most effective kickoff strategy, I think that I can get a lot of people, catch them off guard. I should be able to catch that. Oh, man. I can catch it off the wall there into a dribble. But yeah, anyways, be conscious and try to not let your own perceived value of others get carried away and, force you to misjudge people. So now that we've discussed perceived value, both internal and external, work on your own external perceived value. Because again, I think you can really misjudge people, and it doesn't work out good for you, for sure. You can maybe think the wrong thing about somebody and miss out on a good friend, or you can misjudge in the opposite way, where you think somebody's this great, grand person, and you find out later that they're an asshole. So read between the lines a little bit, and make sure that your external perceived value is the way that it should be about people. It's a bummer. That pretty much does it for the main stuff that I wanted to talk about regarding internal and external perceived value. I hope that's helpful. Now let's play some Rocket League. How's that? Oh boy. Oh man. Should have continued to boost, but I was worried I was going to run out, and then I did regardless, so. Give me that. Did we pinch that? Did we pinch that? No, we didn't. Thought I might have gotten a piece of it right with the side of the car, but it's okay. Side note, a lot of these monologues and things that I'm talking about, at some point here soon, I hope to have them split apart from the rest of the stream and posted as individual, you know, advice videos on my YouTube. I think that'll be the easiest place to do it because a lot of them will likely be, you know, 4, 5, 6 minute, maybe longer, maybe shorter videos. So, you know, if this type of stuff interests you, just stay tuned, and I will hopefully have a lot of that stuff split up from the, you know, 2-hour sessions. It's tough to sit down and watch a 2-hour session and really only get 30 minutes of advice or 15 minutes of advice even. But I will hopefully have a lot of this split apart and organized here soon. Oh, got the boost. He stole it. He stole that so hard. It's alright, I'll let him have it. I whiffed, so that's on me. I thought I was going to clip it with the front of the car there. Alright, I'm clearly warmed up, so I'm ready for this game to be done. I ain't going to quit on my team. Dang it! I could tell that I didn't quite have it right when I was about to hit the ball. Ooh! I just bumped my teammate into saving that. Alright boys, let's wind this clock down so I can get into competitive. This is fun. Time flies when you're having fun. We are a lot further than I thought I was when I looked at the clock a minute ago. That was a tough one. That backflip. Yeah, I should have had a better recovery there on the ground. Ooh, that was very close though. Kill my bender. Interesting. Interesting name. Yeah, I might even go a little extra today. We'll see. But having a good topic and getting in a good flow definitely fires me up a little bit. And this has definitely been fun. I think this is an important topic-wise, at least. And I've been playing, or I played Fortnite halfway decent, so it definitely helps keep the wind in the sails. Get out of here. Oh, shoot. There for it. Nice. Shoot. Did not have that, but I think I had the pre-flip nailed on that one. Just kill this. Honestly, I could go for one last little offensive push here, but I don't really care to. It's only casual, so it doesn't really do anything for me. Good stuff. Yeah, we might go on some stoppage time here towards the end. We'll see, though. We'll see. Good stuff. And right into competitive. I guess one little extra thing I'll add in about this external and internal perceived value is this is something I really, while I was preparing to get the stream ready, was trying to keep this front of mind because streaming is a very, very competitive environment. And there are a lot of streamers out there, and I think that it would have been really easy for me to pay too much attention to follower count, viewer count, you know, likes or views on videos, yada yada, and again, kind of get the wind taken out of my sails early and kind of give up of, oh, you know, I've only got 4 people, 6 people, whatever it is. Some of them I'm sure will probably and maybe have already been 0 people watching. So I think that would have been a very easy trap to fall into early. But all I tried to do to combat that was, you know, remind myself, hey, I'm doing this to... Shoot, that was a tough one. I'm doing this, you know, for my own good, just for entertainment for myself, to get some of this advice and things like that out there. And that's kind of helped me stick with it. You know, I have made it a very strong point to, I'm going to keep this going. Wow. Well, it was not really my bad because her teammate was AFK, but I did run into him on accident here. Otherwise, I probably could have gotten up for a second challenge. But, yeah, anyways, I guess all that to say is I'm in it for the long haul, ladies and gents. So I'm sticking with it. I don't really care where this goes. You know, maybe after 2 years, if ain't nothing happened and I'm not satisfied with... Oh my goodness. This is disgusting. I'm in it to win it. I ain't going anywhere. So stick with me, and I'll continue to get better, and the community will build. That's what I'm trying to say. And there that goes. Such is Rocket League. But hey, I don't care. I got a good little shot out of that. Good shot on his end too. Oh, dude, come on now. Oh, you gotta do me like that. He there? Nope, he was not. That's the right idea. Oh, nice, he was even up. Right. Definitely could have done something with that ball, but would have been iffy, tricky, all that. Challenge. These kids are on it right now, dude. Wow. Woo! I can almost guarantee you that these kids are on comms and playing as a team because they are making some really good team plays. Oh, I was going to say, please tell me I get that boost. I missed it. Shoot, that was not what I was going for. He's there, luckily. I flew the wrong way. Also my bad. Bumped it. Come on, hit me with a pass. Hit me with an infield pass, buddy. Oh, sort of what I was getting at. Alright. Not pretty, but we'll take it. A lot of game left to play, eh? I really wanted to go for that, but I'm going to hang back. Oh, wow. Good there. Shoot. Close, I was trying to catch that a bit differently. Good D. No. Good thing that they did not fire that on frame, because otherwise that was trouble. Oh no. Really just kind of had to launch that up there. I didn't have any boost to kind of make like a play or anything. Dang it. That is a great pass. If, nope, he's not, either can't or is not getting up for it. I would have loved that pass if it was for me. Whoops. Oh, no, no. I expect that to just catapult straight back down into the ground. Come on, do something crazy. Close. Let's go, baby! Wow, nice. If he hadn't bounce shot that, that probably was not going to go through all of them. Oh, this is trouble. Maybe not. Nice! That was a great touch. Definitely put the heat on. Definitely put the heat on, and then I screw up big time. Still true nonetheless. No. I'll keep this up here. That's not gonna matter though. Shoot! Good game. That was a close game. Glad we came back on that at least to where it was not embarrassing. Didn't have a ton of points that game, but I definitely had some good touches that didn't necessarily result in points, so satisfied with that. Go mess with one thing in the kitchen here. I can multitask and do some choresy stuff, right? Oh, that's not good. Oop, that was not good either. Good save though. I was 99% sure he was going to miss that. Nice! I'm so glad I got to that. Dang. Shoot. Nah. Could go for that, but instead wait for this. Ooh. I was probably in the right spot for that, but get out of here, son. Oh boy. Just gonna try to get maybe in position to. Oh wow, good double touch. Wow, look at that. It wasn't super fancy, but that's a really good backboard. Threw us all off, and there was nobody left to cover it. Oh, yeah. Nice. Was I not involved in that? I think there were maybe like 6. Yeah, there's a bunch of cars that collided. I think I was involved in that. I just didn't touch the ball. Oh, nice. Should have just let him go for that because I'm stuck back here with no boost. Please spawn. Please spawn. Thank you. Oh, wow. Come on, please get a good bounce. That's not exactly what I was hoping for, but not bad. No way! He got another touch on that. That was incredible. Just gonna try to get place to block. They're gonna be here for that. Yep. Boost. Boy, these guys are putting the pressure on big time. Nice. Try to stay back and wait for... Yeah. Oh, shoot. Didn't know what he was going for after he took a couple of touches there. Oh, my... Man. Didn't see that guy there. That's my fault. I went to turn for the upfield touch and should have been more focused on the defensive play. Yeah, they're stealing the heck out of our boost. That's how you know they probably know what they're doing. Should have gone up for that. Man, look how quickly he is elevating. Nice. Nice. Wish I was up there more for that. Work. Oh boy. Shoot! Please don't make me pay for that. Thank you. Dang it. A little bit more boost and I would have been able to defend that, but I probably shouldn't have tipped back. Tough. I think this is the first stream that Fortnite has been easier than Rocket League. Okay, they were here to get some working on both of them. Oh, man. Read by him. Just chuck that up. I have no boost. Go in. Good, just throw on everything. Almost had an extra one on us. Alright, regroup for a second back here. 2 tough losses. Honestly, I feel like I'm playing a lot better than my score is showing. The competition has been fierce. I meant to look if they were in a party or not, because that just helps me gauge, like, if I feel like I really got destroyed by a team and then they're all in a party doing communications and whatnot, it makes me feel a little bit better about it. Here. Probably will not go extra time. But we'll see. We will see. Stuff, as I've said before on these Mondays, just get back into the swing of work. Alright, I might go a little extra, fine. Give the people what they want. Come on, be there for the pass. Heard him go up. Oh, he's a dribbler, yep. Go. Yeah, you are. No, I meant for that to stay closer to me. Somebody. Oh, shoot. I did that by instinct. I didn't even mean to do that little jump and half flip. Oh crap. Just kind of relying on him in goal. Close. He was in position. Hey, no problem. The thanks goes to you and the other folks potentially watching, because that's what it's all about. Please don't tell me that. Oh man, I should have read that sooner. That would have been a really sick play. This might be. It's too far under it. I think it actually set up that. Yep. I knew the demo was coming, but I figured maybe I'd at least distract him, which hopefully that's helped at least. Man, I'm so frustrated at that upfield pass. That's the type of play that I love to hit. Normally I'm a bit more prepared for that. Shoot. Gotta dial it in here because I'm missing some things that I should not be missing. Shoot. Like that. It's the right idea and it's close, but... Like that? What? I'm so close on it. It's alright. Keep going. What? That worked out, though. Turn it around. Whew. Just a little bit better of a touch. Nice, okay. That was good at least. No! Okay, I do not have boost. I bet my point score is really low this game. I gotta get it together. Whew! That was a heck of a play. A doink. That was a very accurate play. Shoot. That's the best I could do, guys. Yeah, that was very easy to read. That's unfortunate. Didn't have much else choice, but... Alright, gotta do something to regain my teammates' confidence in me here. I think their perceived value of me is probably pretty low right now. Nice. Man, that jump was, I was going backwards for a half a second, and that put my forward jump just off. We passed him. Nice. All right, come on, buddy. I am going to... Oh, looks like everybody left. I was literally going to say sorry in the chat there. Tough. Yeah, that's fair. They definitely had set me up on a couple of them that I probably should have executed on or just been better position-wise, but I was definitely close. Definitely close on a lot of those. So all it is just, you know, shooter, keep shooting. The touches will fall. Oh man, this other team is definitely a full squad. All right, brother. Thanks for popping on as always. Appreciate you. Talk to you soon. All right, I got a good piece of that. It was a bit too early for anybody on my team to have enough boost to do something with it. But nice, good hit there. That was a very unlucky hit because that should have been a really good touch. I just stalled it, honestly. I'm just right there. I'm right there. Oh boy. Frustrating as heck. Just barely jumped the wrong direction by a hair. And again, I mean, he was just a hair above me there on that play. I'm doing the right things. Nice. Okay, that was exactly what I was hoping for. Finally, on one of these plays. My hope is that one of them would have followed that up with a, you know, like an aerial. Oh my goodness. Right to him. Shoot. Nice. Nice. Nice bump. Freaked him out. Good stuff. Miss it. Oh, I thought he was... Oh. So close, man. So close. I'm not forfeiting this. We were honestly right there. I should not have double flipped there. That is really frustrating. Just a hair behind the ball. Behind the pitch, as our friends overseas, European homies, say. I don't really know what that means, but that's what they say. Yeah, alright, we're all screwing up at least, but I most certainly can admit to the fact that I am. Wow, I don't know why I forward flipped it all there. I was going straight upside. Back this. I'll get there. Oh, story of today, right there. That would have been awesome. Faked it, nice, good shot. At least we got something out of it. If I would have, I need to get better at, for a shot on goal like that, turning my car over. You can rotate so your hood is down. That gives you a lot better direction for your close to goal shots. Yeah, I probably should have taken my time a little bit more. That was a good attempt. It's something it's not that difficult, but I need to get better at that. Not even better at it, just I need to do it. I don't even think I do it really at all right now. I think I'm just gonna kind of hang out here. Yep, I knew he was gonna steal that. Go in. Faked it again. No! So close, man. Just trying to get in the way there. Oh, breakaway? Oh, you respawned right in the ball and hit it in! Alright, back in it. That was a ridiculous goal. If I finally get my stride here, we could definitely pull this game together. Oops. That was good, but a little too late. Shoot. Yeah, it's not encouraging being at the bottom of the scoreboard every game so far. I'm going to hit the restroom again super quick. We'll keep going for a while, though. No worries. Don't worry. Be right back. All right, 3 pretty close games. I'm not losing hope yet. It's still there. It's still there. Didn't plan on talking about this at all tonight, but you gotta, shoot through the highs and the lows. Maybe Friday was a high, and I gotta shoot through today. I can tell it's close. If I can just dial it in just a hair more, then a couple of these games would probably honestly have gone differently when it comes to the winner and loser. All the Shing's pets have assembled, other than Mia. Keep it going just for them. Alright, well, when that happens, usually the queues get all messed up, so cancel and requeue. My internal perceived value is higher than that of what my teammates have been thus far, so I'm not gonna lose hope. I know that I've got it. It's in there. Come on now. Don't keep the people waiting. Looks like we got a. It shows 4, but I think there's more than that. I think what I dialed it into from I'm pretty sure the last stream is that if somebody does not sign in with a Twitch account and they are still watching, it gives them one of those bot names. Now I could be completely making that up to feel better about myself. Ooh, that was close. But I'm pretty sure that I've had people, that have said that they are watching, and they tell me this after the fact, and I had not seen like them chatting or seen a name that resembled like somebody that I knew at all. Man, again, so close. I think that that's how that works. I might need to check that out. That might be fake news. I need to check that out via Twitch somehow. Make sure I'm not spreading fake news. Alright, I'm gonna hit it. Nice. That would have been better if it was to a teammate, but still a good defensive touch and play overall. Good work. Still here, still their boost, so. Yep, he clearly had no boost to work with, so. Keep it on this end. See if I can get it. Yeah. I was a little aggressive on the speed. I'm just gonna back out of that because that would have been a really tough ball to hit, and I could maybe hit that. That should be a better bounce. Close. Should have waited. Should have waited on that as well. Good touch. All right, we're getting there. Oh, we both missed. Okay. Good stuff. Oh, no. It's coming at me a lot faster than I thought it was. That too. Sort of flash that. Shoot. We're peppering them though. Nice. be there. No, not you. I didn't mean you. I don't take responsibility for that. I think that was a good infield pass. They just weren't there for it. I was going to be late to that. No way. Man, oh man. Tough. Dude, you were right in my way. Like, good block. Didn't have a bad touch there. I just didn't really have any other options. And he knocks it across the goal, which at least we're okay there. Good touch, nice. Somebody please be there. Still here. That's on frame, but that's an easy save. Shoot. No way. Whew. Got to get one dub in there. I think it's been a 1-point game every single game so far. And again, another full team. That's tough. Once I get through a lot of this monologuing, I'd really like to, BSA. I know some homies that play Rocket League. Really love to get a solid 3 in and run some 3s and maybe talk a little bit about team communication and team chemistry and stuff like that on a couple streams, but it'll be a little bit down the road. Got a lot of these topics that I want to cover, and I feel like it really wouldn't not only not be fair to the other folks playing, but also probably wouldn't turn out that great if I'm constantly trying to team communicate and also monologue. We might get a free one here. Looks like Homeboy just quit. Or DC'd maybe. Don't want to jinx myself. It's tough to win a 2v3, but it's certainly possible. Nice work. That's frustrating. For them, at least, not for us. Oh, come on, don't do it to him. I kind of saw that he was not going for it, and I was like, I'm not gonna. Maybe Homeboy just wanted to give us a 2-goal lead. Make sure he wouldn't try to pull some stuff on us. I'm just gonna let that go. Well, this sucks for the stream at least, because I'm about to have to just kill 4 minutes. I think he's probably doing this because he doesn't want to, you know, get the penalty for quitting a game, but I don't think it does if your teammates quit and then you quit. I think it only really does if you're the first person to quit. Don't score. You gotta touch the ball for the timer, guys. Yeah, please don't. If we could all just not score for the next 3 minutes so we can run this timer out, that would be very nice. I'm just going to keep dribbling it, honestly, just to make sure that that's the case. Don't do it. Anticlimactic. Oh yeah. A little bit of rocket. Let's go. Come on, figure this out. Oh! Ah, close. This is so dumb. He's about to just be getting freestyle goals over here on us. Minute 20. No, 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 no. Ow. Dang it. Burning more time. I'm gonna go mess with some chores for a second. I want to make sure that we don't like all go AFK and then let this kid score on us or something, because that would be really annoying. Alright, at least that's over. The rank needed the dub, so we'll take it. But alright, let's get into a real one. Nice. I got a piece of that. Hopefully it was helpful. Maybe just neutral. Oh boy. That was definitely a good pass. Nope. Those are so hard. Man, I gotta get better at that. Nice. Nice, okay, good shot. That was really hard to read, and I thought I was too low, so I boosted up further, and yeah, right there, couldn't get the adjustment. Rocket League players are definitely weird, yes. Very much so. Nice, good kickoff. Are they just gonna AFK? What's going on here? Nice. Ooh. Baked. On accident. Ooh, man. That would have been a tough redirect. For me, at least, so. No way! How did he get in my way on that? Did I bump one of my... No, it was him. Shoot. Had he not gotten back up on the way of that, I probably would have gotten a touch there. No chance. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, double no. Oops. I could have caught that off, but man, he hit that a lot higher than... Alright, fine. You know what? If you guys aren't down to play, I'm not down to play either. I want to get one good game in where people aren't being idiots. Could not care any less about my rank on stream. Man, the queues have been bad too tonight. It's usually not this bad with the errors, and that one guy might have DC'd because I can't really imagine somebody in diamond lobbies quitting at the very beginning on purpose. Either he accidentally queued and had somewhere to be or something, or he DC'd. Come on. Okay, I guess you're not going to go on kickoff. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Look at this. Man, these kids tonight have been tough. That is a tough ball to control, and he did it well. Okay. Look at this. My goodness. Dude, what are you doing? About to get freestyled on. That's right. didn't have a good jump to get me up in a good position on that. Got one on this one though, maybe not. Be there. Nice. Doesn't even matter. Up. Terrible level of sportsmanship on this game tonight too. Everybody's forfeiting early. It's like, bro, we're down 1 goal. I know that was a little rough, but long game to play. 1 goal. Yeah. And I'm lagging. Like at the worst possible time. Bro. What is happening right now? It's definitely lagging. Come on, Rocket League, get it together. It's like he's lagging too. Nice. Right to him. Yep, nice. That was not at all what I was trying to do. That's my bad if we that goal up. I was trying to half flip, but sweaty, dude. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me, honestly. I'm not gonna continue to play sweats all evening. Bummer. Not a great end to an honestly overall great stream. So hey, you know what? It's okay. Sometimes the Fortnite's gonna go well and the Rocket League's not. Sometimes they're both gonna go well. Sometimes they're both not gonna go well. And sometimes the fourth option of Fortnite going poorly and Rocket League going well. That was kind of Friday. So hey, we'll take the dubs and the L's. Appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, replays available on YouTube if you'd like them. Hope some of tonight's topic was helpful. As a closing statement on that, would definitely challenge everybody to, again, just regarding internal and external perceived value, work on how you view yourself and not only make yourself the best version of yourself possible, but also make sure you're taking inventory of where you're at with stuff, giving yourself grace and being positive about who you are and projecting that onto others in your conversations in your daily life, which will increase their perceived value of you, which is, of course, their perspective and their opinion of you. So anyways, hopefully that's helpful, and you guys can utilize some of that and just exceed to the highest ability. So back in action on Wednesday, 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time on Wednesday, and 8 to 10 Eastern Time on Wednesday. So yeah, right on. I'll talk to you all soon, and everybody have a great evening.